All right, guys, I do have a Monday editorial for you. It's coming out of Atlanta. It's regards to the protests that happened across the nation over the weekend. This one's coming out of Atlanta. Before I get to that, I want to point out two videos that I've done. Some people have questions about them, and I just want to maybe just clarify here so you know and you go, oh, I was wondering about that. The first one was the one that I did at First Amendment audit. I called it In Honor of CCW. That was a tongue-in-cheek parody. When you say something, but you really mean the opposite, and it's kind of like, That's what that was. No, I was not honoring a woman beater. I was rubbing it in his face because he's always complaining about people doing First Amendment audits. And furthermore, people who do First Amendment audits at places that aren't a courthouse, a sheriff's department, or a police station. So CCW is always complaining about that, and that's California Citizens Watch, if you're wondering. He's always complaining about people doing First Amendment audits at other places. So I did one at Diamond Chevrolet in honor of him. That was a tongue-in-cheek parody. No, I wasn't honoring him. No. I'm a troglodyte. I'm a dark sider. I went to the dark side apparently because I go out in other people's live stream chats. But that said, then I did one with Furry out in Fontana, Furry Potato, and people were wondering about that one. I took a risk. Sometimes you do things to do for the good. We try to do something for good, and we take a risk, and sometimes it backfires, or it just doesn't work. It was a risk. And what I wanted to do was show them that some of us are nice, some of us are cordial. I said to every security person at the church, I said, good morning. And surprise, they said to me, good morning. So they kind of know that, okay, that one was okay. It was just a public relations thing to show that not all of us are like that cop watching and First Amendment auditing, there can be nice people, there can be good people who are trying to achieve something. I took a risk. And no, it wasn't to go out and audit the church. It was to show the church that, look, some of us are okay. Good morning. How you guys doing? I don't know. Moving on. I'm going to get to the editorial, and then there is a link to this story in the description box below. I'm also going to put a link to the full video in the description box below. You can read the whole story from CBS, and you can look at the whole body cam footage of the officers. But I'm going to play it right here, some of the clip from the body cam footage for your viewing. Thank you, CBS 46. Two Atlanta police officers who used tasers to stun two Atlanta college students while removing them from a car Saturday night have been terminated for violating the department's excessive force policy. Three other officers were placed on desk duty pending further investigation. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms made the announcement during a press conference Sunday. Mayor Bottoms said, quote, after review of that footage, Chief Erica Shields and I have made the determination that two of the officers involved in the incident last night will be terminated immediately. Shields also spoke at the press conference, echoing the mayor's comments. She also commended other members of the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement agencies on the job they've done thus far, acknowledging the challenges they've faced. Chief Shields said, quote, we've been handed an enormous obstacle and have by and large done it as well as we could in the space that we're being afforded. It's an unpleasant space to be in, but that does not relieve us of our responsibilities. And we have a responsibility when we handle any incident to not escalate the incident and not cause further harm or injury. CBS 46 cameras captured the incident live on television when Messiah Young and Tanaya Pilgrim were taken into custody after the 9 p.m. curfew went into effect Saturday night. Young is a student at Morehouse College, and Pilgrim attends Spielman College. Young and Pilgrim were leaving the protest at Atlanta's Centennial Olympic Park in a car at the time. CBS 46 video shows officers opening the passenger side door, then smashing the driver's side window as they deployed tasers to stun both occupants. An Atlanta Police Department spokesman said investigator Ivory Streeter had been with the Atlanta Police Department for more than 16 years, and investigator Mark Gardner had been with the department for more than 22 years. Chief Shields says she knows both officers personally and said, quote, these are good guys. I know them as individuals. I've worked with the one for over 20 years, but they made that level of mistake that cannot be rolled back. CBS 46 obtained 7 officer-worn body camera videos and reviewed them Sunday night. And those are in the link as well. If you click the link to the story, you'll see the different body cam. There's 7 links here of their videos. You know, she says, they're good guys. They just made a bad mistake. Bullshit. Cops that act like they acted in that video, that wasn't their first rodeo. These guys have been doing this for for 16 years and 22 years. That's how long they've been doing it. They're good guys. No, they're not. They've been doing this for years. They just happened to get caught by a news crew. Thank God the mayor fired them. Let's see if they stay fired from their job. But that is one of the reasons people are protesting right there. Excessive use of force by the police department. Again, the links are in the description box below. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Community Leo Watch. Watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast. Happy Monday, guys. Well, as happy as it can be. There's still protests going on across the nation. Even today, National Guard units are all over the place. And the police are still lumping peaceful bystanding protesters in with the looters and rioters. But they get upset when we say there are no good cops. I don't know. Are there no good protesters? You let me know. Thank you, guys.